People often wonder if they still command attention the moment they enter a room. As years pass, it's natural to question how others perceive you, especially in a society that often idolizes youth. Yet, the truth is, a mature individual can possess far more allure than they realize. While youthful beauty is traditionally associated with flawless skin or a graceful figure, a mature woman's true charm transcends these superficial attributes. It manifests in her demeanor, the energy she radiates, and the profound impression she leaves on people's hearts. This narrative will explore 7 distinct traits indicating that a woman of mature age possesses attractiveness, even if she doesn't recognize it herself. These indicators extend far beyond superficial signs like wrinkles or hair color. They demonstrate how true, timeless beauty is rooted in self-assurance, the ability to be genuinely present, and the natural reactions of others to her personality. Whether it's the way people engage her in conversation or how they notice her refined style and natural grace, these are clear signals that she possesses a charm that only deepens with age. These reflections go beyond mere physical appearance. They are about recognizing one's own worth, embracing inner confidence, and understanding that subtle, natural allure that draws people in. And who's to say, perhaps then she'll realize she's been overlooking the clear manifestations of her own beauty all along. 1. People notice her presence, not just her physical appearance. One of the most obvious indicators of a mature woman's attractiveness is that people often express admiration for her presence, rather than just praising her physical features. While compliments in younger years typically focus on superficial beauty, such as flawless skin or youthful radiance, true charm in later life is rooted in her demeanor, the warmth she exudes, and the effortless confidence that makes others feel comfortable in her company. Consider when someone last complimented her beautiful smile, kind eyes, or elegant way of speaking. Such compliments transcend purely physical characteristics. They reflect how people feel in her presence. Her energy, her conversational skills, and even her subtle ways of self-expression can leave a deep and lasting impression. The truth is, genuine beauty isn't solely about facial symmetry or skin texture. It manifests in how others perceive her as a harmonious and complete person. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old retired teacher, for example. Margaret never considered herself particularly remarkable or striking, yet she regularly noticed that people felt an inexplicable pull towards her. Whether it was strangers in the supermarket initiating conversations, young women expressing admiration for her grace, or even men offering to help carry her groceries, there was something about her look and demeanor that consistently drew attention. Over time, she realized that the essence of her charm wasn't in creating an illusion of youth, as if she were 20 years younger. The true reason lay in the calm confidence and warmth she exuded. This was her authentic beauty, which only deepened and blossomed with age. A significant number of mature women tend to underestimate the extent to which their inner composure and ability to be fully present contribute to their overall attractiveness. There's something inherently captivating about a woman who feels completely comfortable in her own skin and spirit, who doesn't feel the need to follow fleeting trends or constantly seek external validation. Others invariably notice when she moves with purpose, when her posture radiates quiet strength, and when her gaze shines with kindness and deep wisdom. It is these subtle yet significant details that set her apart in a way no expensive cosmetic product ever could. Furthermore, a crucial aspect of presence is how people respond to her energy. Has she ever walked into a room and instantly felt an invisible connection with those present, even without exchanging a single word? This happens because true attractiveness isn't limited to physical appearance. It represents a profound emotional impact that one has on their surroundings. People are instinctively drawn to warmth, to those who can listen attentively, to individuals who make them feel significant and valued. If one notices that others brighten up in their presence, engage them in deep and meaningful conversations, or seek out their company, it serves as a clear sign that their attractiveness extends far beyond what the mirror reflects. If she has ever noticed that people enjoy being in her company, that strangers show her unexpected kindness, or that she receives compliments focused on her energy rather than just her looks, she should accept this as an undeniable sign. Her beauty shines in a way she may not even realize, and that is something truly worth embracing and cherishing. 2. Younger people admire her style and elegance. Another undeniable sign that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is that younger people, especially women, invariably notice her style and elegance. As years pass, one's beauty isn't about blindly following fleeting trends or trying to look decades younger. Instead, it manifests in a deep understanding of what truly suits her, an embrace of her unique individuality, and the ability to present herself in a way that feels authentic and natural. When younger people express their admiration, it serves as a clear indicator that her presence has a timeless appeal that transcends age. Recall the last time a younger woman complimented her outfit, asked where she bought her accessories, or even expressed a hope to age as gracefully as she does. These moments are not just idle chatter. They are a reflection of how well and confidently she carries herself. Younger women often look to mature women for inspiration, not because they want to look exactly like them, but because they recognize the confidence, sophistication, and ease that come with life experience and age. Consider Eleanor, a 70-year-old retired interior designer. Eleanor never chased every fashion trend, but she always dressed with meticulous care, choosing pieces that perfectly complemented her figure and reflected her personality. She didn't believe in dressing young to fit in. She believed in dressing well to stand out and be noticed. Over time, she observed that younger women, from sales associates to waitresses, often complimented her scarves, handbags, or jewelry. Some even confessed they wished they had her sense of style. It was then she realized that beauty in maturity wasn't a competition with youth. It was an embrace of sophistication that younger generations aspired to. What makes style so significant is not just the clothes themselves, but what they say about the person. A woman who dresses well, even in a simple, casual manner, signals that she takes pride in herself and her appearance. It's not about wearing the most expensive brands or blindly following every new fashion rule. It's about making conscious choices that reflect who she is today. When she wears well-fitting clothes, pays attention to small details like neat hair or tastefully chosen accessories, and carries herself with dignity, people invariably notice. And when younger women admire her style, it serves as a clear sign that she has mastered a level of elegance that only life experience can bring. Another key element of attractiveness is how comfortable one feels in their own skin. Has she ever seen a woman whose confidence makes her stunning, regardless of what she's wearing? This happens because true beauty isn't about hiding flaws. It's about embracing and even celebrating them. The lines on her face tell the story of her life. Her silver strands add wisdom, and the way she moves through the world with assurance makes her truly captivating. If younger people notice and admire her, it's not just the clothes she wears, but the aura she radiates while wearing them. So, the next time a younger person compliments her style, she should pay attention. It's not just about fashion. It's about how she makes elegance effortless, and that, more than anything, is a sign that she's indeed an attractive, mature woman. 3. People make genuine eye contact and listen attentively when she speaks. One of the clearest signs that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is how people interact with her when she speaks. While many tend to assume that attractiveness is solely about physical appearance, true beauty, especially in later years, is just as much about presence, charisma, and how one connects with others. If people consistently maintain strong and steady eye contact, listen attentively, and seem genuinely engaged by her words, it serves as a powerful indicator that her appeal extends far beyond what is visible on the surface. Eye contact is, without a doubt, one of the most instinctive ways people express their interest and engagement. When someone is truly captivated by another, they instinctively hold their gaze longer, react with subtle facial expressions, and lean in, listening intently. This happens because genuine attractiveness isn't solely about outward appearance. is largely defined by how one makes others feel. If people tend to focus on her in conversation, respond with warmth, and seem eager to hear what she has to say, it serves as a clear sign that her presence has a magnetic force. Take Linda, 74-year-old retired professor, for example. Linda never considered herself particularly striking or glamorous, yet she noticed that in social situations, people always gravitated towards her. Whether it was a dinner party, a family gathering, or just a chat with a shop assistant, people would look her in the eye, respond thoughtfully, and seem to genuinely enjoy talking with her. One day, a young woman even told her, "You have such an elegant way of speaking. It's mesmerizing." It was then she realized that her presence itself commanded attention, not because she demanded it, but because her warmth, wisdom, and confidence made others want to connect with her and be near her. A significant part of this phenomenon is related to how one carries oneself in conversation. A woman who speaks clearly, expresses herself confidently, and listens with genuine interest is far more captivating than one who simply looks good in a photograph. When one knows their worth and communicates with both kindness and assurance, people invariably notice. They listen, they remember her words, and they leave the conversation feeling they were in the presence of someone truly remarkable and inspiring. Another important aspect is the energy one brings into a room. Has she ever noticed how some people can make a space feel warmer and more inviting just by their presence? This happens because beauty isn't just what others see. It's what they experience and feel. If she has ever been told that she has a calming presence, that people feel at ease when talking to her, or that her words carry weight and meaning, these are all indicators that her attractiveness is deeply felt by those around her. Therefore, if she finds that people look her in the eye during conversation, listen attentively, or even seem to hang on her words, she should accept this as an undeniable sign that it's not just about what she says, but the quiet confidence, grace, and intelligence behind her words that make her truly magnetic. 4. She receives compliments on her skin, hair, or posture. One of the most telling signs that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is when people take the time to compliment specific features like her skin, hair, or posture. These details might seem minor, but they demonstrate how others perceive her, not just as someone who is aging gracefully, but as someone who possesses a natural, effortless beauty that stands out. Many people assume that attractiveness in later years is about looking young, but that's far from the truth. True beauty comes from how well one cares for themselves, how confident they feel in their own skin, and how they present themselves to the world. When someone tells her that her complexion glows, that her silver hair looks elegant, or that her posture is striking, they aren't just noticing these individual features. They are recognizing the vitality that radiates from within her, her inner glow. Take Susan, a 71-year-old former nurse, for example. In her youth, she never wore much makeup and wasn't one to spend hours in front of a mirror. But she always took care of her skin, drank plenty of water, and protected herself from the sun. One day, at a farmer's market, a stranger told her, "I hope my skin looks like yours when I'm your age." This moment made her realize something. Her beauty wasn't about looking younger, but about looking healthy, vibrant, and naturally herself, embracing her age with dignity. The same goes for hair. Many mature women worry about gray or silver strands, but the truth is, well-maintained hair, whether colored or natural, exudes elegance and sophistication. A neat cut, hair that shines and moves naturally, and a style that suits her face shape can make a huge difference in how people perceive her attractiveness. When younger women, or even strangers, notice her hair and say it looks beautiful, it's because they see something timeless in her appearance, something they genuinely admire. And then there's posture. Few people realize how much posture contributes to attractiveness, especially as one ages. Standing tall, walking confidently, and carrying oneself with dignity sends a silent but powerful message to the world. She is confident, she takes care of herself, and she is proud of who she is. Slouching can make even the most beautiful woman look tired and less energetic, while standing with strength and grace can make an ordinary outfit extraordinary and add a special charm. When others notice and appreciate these subtle yet significant details, be it the radiance of her skin, the way her hair gracefully frames her face, or her demeanor, it serves as an undeniable sign of her beauty. She doesn't need to chase fleeting trends or try to look like she did in her youth. Instead, by embracing the features that make her unique, she naturally radiates a presence that others can't help but admire. If she has ever been complimented on her skin, hair, or posture, she should take it as a reminder that her attractiveness shines brightly and timelessly. 5. People respect and acknowledge her confidence. One of the most powerful indicators that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is how others react to her confidence. While youth often relies on external beauty, true charm in later years stems from something much deeper, the self-assurance that only rich life experience can bring. When one knows who they are, fully accepts themselves, and carries themselves with quiet yet unwavering confidence, others invariably notice, and such a presence undoubtedly possesses an alluring power. Confidence is not arrogance or an attempt to prove anything. It is a deep sense of comfort in one's own skin, in one's natural state. It is the ability to walk into a room without needing anyone's approval, with the awareness that her worth is not tied to fleeting beauty standards. If she has ever noticed that people treat her with respect, that her opinions are valued, or that others admire the way she carries herself, she should take this as a sign that her confidence radiates outward, affecting everyone around her. Consider Barbara, a 73-year-old former business owner. She never tried to look younger or chase fashion trends, yet people gravitated toward her wherever she went. Whether it was a restaurant, a social event, or just running errands, people seemed to engage with her genuinely and with pleasure. Young women often complimented her demeanor, and even men, regardless of age, showed her admiration and deep respect. What set her apart was not just her appearance, but the way she moved through the world with quiet yet powerful confidence. Confidence makes a person more attractive, even if they don't realize it. When she holds her head high, maintains good posture, and speaks with conviction, people see her differently. They're drawn not only to how she looks, but also to how she makes them feel. A woman who knows her worth exudes a sense of ease and inner harmony, and this is something that no amount of makeup or expensive clothing can replicate. Another key indicator of confidence is how people respond to her presence. Has she ever been part of a conversation where people genuinely listened to her, sought her advice, or responded to her words with deep respect? This is not just about wisdom. It's about the energy she radiates. When people naturally give her space to speak, agree, or even unconsciously mirror her posture and expressions, it is a reflection of how much they value her presence and her personality. And there's a simple fact: confidence is contagious. A woman who feels comfortable in her own skin inspires others to be the same. If younger women have ever told her they admire her self-assurance, or if people tend to seek out her company in social situations, it's a clear sign that her inner confidence shines, and that in itself is a form of beauty that never fades. Therefore, if she finds that people respect her presence, listen attentively when she speaks, or seem naturally drawn to her, she should take this as confirmation that she possesses an attractiveness that is both rare and enduring. 6. She has a naturally warm and charismatic presence. One of the most underrated yet powerful signs that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is how people feel in her presence. True beauty isn't just about facial features or body shape. It's the energy she brings into a room, the warmth in her expression, and the quiet yet powerful charm that makes people feel comfortable and at ease around her. If she has ever noticed that people open up to her easily, that strangers seem drawn to her, or that her presence naturally lifts the mood in social situations, then her attractiveness extends far beyond the physical. There's a reason why some people effortlessly stand out in a crowd. It's not about wearing the most expensive clothes or having perfect hair. It's about how others feel when they are near her. A woman with natural charisma knows how to carry a conversation, makes others feel heard, and exudes a sense of ease and inner harmony that is contagious. People are drawn to such a presence because it feels genuine, inviting, and certainly rare in today's world. Take Diana, a 70-year-old retired nurse, for example. Diana never considered herself traditionally beautiful, but wherever she went, people always seemed to want to talk to her. At the grocery store, cashiers invariably remembered her name, and at social events, she often found herself at the center of attention, surrounded by people who simply enjoyed her company. Young women often approach her saying, "I hope I have your zest for life when I reach your age." What made Diana so captivating was not just her appearance, but her unique ability to make people feel comfortable, valued, and deeply understood. A fundamental aspect of charisma lies in facial expressions and body language. Has she ever noticed how some people can light up a room with just a smile? A warm, genuine smile, eyes that express kindness, and an unforced demeanor all contribute to an aura of attractiveness that no amount of cosmetics can replicate. When she makes eye contact, slightly tilts her head during conversation, or uses subtle gestures that show interest, she creates an atmosphere that naturally draws others to her. Another important factor is her ability to listen. Attractive people are not only those who speak skillfully, but also those who listen attentively and thoughtfully. When she nods in agreement, offers meaningful interjections, or makes others feel truly heard, it amplifies her presence in ways that go beyond purely external appeal. People remember how she made them feel, and when her presence allows them to feel light and free, valued, or even inspired, they associate that warmth with beauty. If she has ever noticed that people enjoy being around her, that conversations flow effortlessly, or that others naturally feel comfortable in her company, she should consider this confirmation that her attractiveness is more than just appearance. A warm, charismatic presence is a quality that only strengthens with age, and it is one of the most undeniable testaments that she is indeed a beautiful, mature woman. 7. She notices people stealing glances at her. One of the most telling signs that a mature woman possesses attractiveness is when she notices people stealing glances at her, sometimes subtly, sometimes more overtly. It's not about whether she looks decades younger than her age or conforms to conventional beauty standards. It's about the presence she exudes, her demeanor, and the unique blend of confidence, elegance, and charisma that naturally captures the attention of those around her. Many women mistakenly believe that as they age, they become invisible, but the truth is that attractiveness is not synonymous with youth. It is the subtle impact one has on others. If she has ever noticed someone looking at her a little longer than expected, if a stranger gives her a second glance, or if people seem to notice her when she enters a room, it's a sign that her beauty still makes a lasting impression. Take Judith, a 68-year-old retired lawyer, for example. She never considered herself particularly striking, but she began to notice a pattern when she went shopping. Men would hold doors for her with extra attention, and in restaurants, waiters seemed more engaged in conversation with her. Even young women would compliment her scarf, her perfume, or simply the way she carried herself. At first, she brushed it off, but then she realized it wasn't a coincidence. People were reacting to her energy, her presence, and the grace that set her apart from the crowd. A large part of why people steal glances at her has nothing to do with her age. It has to do with how she makes others feel. There is something undeniably captivating about a woman who is comfortable in her own skin. Whether it's the way she makes eye contact, the way she dresses with natural elegance, or simply the way she moves with confidence, these small details create an undeniable charm. Another significant aspect is how she carries herself in public. Has she ever noticed that truly captivating individuals don't rush? They move with purpose, without fuss, and interact with the world around them with grace and confidence. When she presents herself in a way that conveys, "I am comfortable exactly as I am," others invariably notice. This makes people want to look at her, not because of the presence or absence of wrinkles, not because of her hair color or fashion trends, but because of the self-assurance and authenticity she radiates. If she has ever felt someone cast an admiring glance from across the room, if a stranger offered her a warm smile, or she noticed someone looking at her for a second longer before hastily looking away. She should take this as confirmation. These small moments happen because her beauty continues to shine, whether she realizes it or not. Therefore, if she has ever felt that she is being watched, even subtly, she should take it in stride. She is not becoming invisible. Her beauty is not fading. On the contrary, it is transforming, gaining even greater sophistication, magnetism, and an effortless yet profound, captivating quality with the passage of time. Final thoughts. In conclusion, it's worth taking a moment to reflect on the 7 signs that have been discussed in detail. Beauty and maturity is not about the appearance one had at 25. It represents something much deeper and more multifaceted. It's her demeanor, the calm yet powerful confidence she exudes, and the indelible impression she makes on those around her. If people are instinctively drawn to her energy, express admiration for her elegance, listen attentively to her words, or even cast subtle glances her way, it serves as undeniable evidence that her beauty is as strong as ever, gaining new depth and expressiveness. Too often, society imposes on women the belief that aging inevitably leads to fading into the background and losing significance. However, the truth is that attractiveness does not diminish with time. On the contrary, it evolves, becoming more mature and profound. An attractive, mature woman is not one who desperately tries to chase fleeting youth, but one who fully embraces herself, radiates unwavering confidence, and moves through the world with inherent grace and dignity. Every compliment she receives, every lingering glance, every meaningful and profound conversation, all serve as irrefutable proof that her beauty is undeniable and timeless.